myself. You know what I mean? Which is like people look at one play like, oh, this play. What about the plays that we made to get us to that part in the playoffs? People, they don't pat you on the back for that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure I've made way more plays, and Vincent made way more plays, or anybody else has made way more plays to get us there than they have not made plays. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And if someone could do better, then they should try out for the team. If they can't do better, then they should shut their mouth.
Yeah, but you don't think it's fair then to say or suggest that those showed a little bit of an uncharacteristic self-control from you guys? I mean, you don't think it's fair that it gets criticized at all?
If someone can do it themselves and do a better job, then they should go and do it. Like, if you can do a better job, then you should go out and do it.
But I can't play football the way you can.
So then your job is to critique, and you should just critique, and you can say what you say, but we might critique and be like, hey, your voice sucks over the air. You know what I mean? Like,
fair, sure.
You know, but everyone's allowed to have an opinion, and I mean, I didn't take offense to it. I know I go out there and leave it all on the field every single day. So, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't bother me. I know I work, you know, and the next person works, and people who make great plays, they do their job, and people who mess up sometimes, they do their job. You know, it's just it's the nature of the business, and everyone's going to have an opinion, you know what I mean? Like, if we win the game and that doesn't happen, I mean, one play doesn't decide a game, you know, like whether it was a play in the beginning of the game or a play in the end of the game, you know, because obviously something else led to something, you know what I mean? So it's never one play. So, like, I would never blame it on, like, I don't know, somebody for dropping the game when it catches, like, they did it, but that wasn't the play. The game shouldn't have came down to that. I mean, it did, but you can't just blame that one person, because what about something else that happened earlier in the game that, you know, that was negated because it happened.
And there were a ton of things, you know, missed field goal. I mean, you know.
Yeah, and I would never say.
And you're not pointing the finger out.
No, I would never say Nate lost the game for us. Nate didn't lose. Nate didn't do anything. There's a number of things that went wrong. Whether I had a penalty, whether, you know, somebody dropped a pass, or somebody didn't pick up a block. There's numerous things that go on throughout a game. It's never one play that decides the game. And even that play that's the last touchdown that's dropped, or somebody that didn't blown coverage at the end of the game, like, it's. You could say it's their fault, but it's not, because that's not the only thing that happened, you know. And again, if someone could do a better job, then they should be doing it.
Okay, but as far as it goes with that play itself, I mean, is that something where, you know, you say to yourself, and you're right, it's one play out of who knows however many there were that day, and there's plenty of different areas, and we've dissected this game a billion different times. You know, the only thing that's going to make it stop is for you guys to get back into training camp.
Exactly.
But I mean, is it fair to say that was a regrettable moment for you?
No, I don't regret nothing I've ever done in life. Like, if you live with regrets, then you obviously did something wrong. I mean, I don't have any regrets, because when I make a big sack, like, you know, do you guys regret that I made that big sack? No.
But that's a positive play.
Okay, well, don't pat me on my back regardless if I do something good or if I do something bad. Unless you can do a better job, then you should just cheer. You should just be a cheerleader.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think some people would disagree with that, but you know, that's your perspective.
Everyone's allowed to have an opinion. If someone can do better, then go play football. If you can't do better, then keep your opinion to yourself, or just say your opinion, but you can't beat nobody up over it. Like, it should be like, hey, you kind of messed up. Like, okay, cool, thanks, I did.
Do you think like you were? Do you feel like you were beaten up over that?
No, I mean, not at all. I mean, people say what they say, but everyone's gonna have it's some people that think I'm the worst player on the field. It's some people that think I'm the best player on the field. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's allowed to have their opinion. I would never get mad at somebody for having an opinion. That's why it's called an opinion. You're allowed to have an opinion on anything you want, and I would never get upset at somebody for having an opinion. So,
and you know what? You go out and you have 10 sacks this year, and a lot of people forget that.
Exactly, and then, but those people, I won't give them a high five because they tried to pat me on my back then, but then they won't now. So whatever.
So that's it. So you taking notes? Are you remembering who's who and doing what?
I just go do my job to the best of my ability, and I continue to do that, and I'll always do that. I do my job to the best of my ability. Sometimes I'm gonna mess up, sometimes I'm gonna do great, but no matter what, if we lose a game, y'all can all blame. Everyone can blame it on me. If we win a game, blame it on me as well. So that's okay.
How big a deal is it losing a guy like Jamal Williams?
It's huge because of the fact that, like, he's a personal friend. You know what I mean? But again, Jamal didn't play last year, and we won 13 games, so it's like, you know. So I can understand where the coaches come from. But I love Jamal as a player. I love Jamal as a person, and I mean, he's great in my eyes. So that's why it's kind of upsetting to lose him. But as I said on another show, embrace change. I mean, change can be good sometimes, you know. Like, we embraced change when Barack Obama got elected president, you know. Like, some people, like, was a little nervous about it, but it is what it is. It's change. Change comes in life, and change can be good sometimes. So people shouldn't always look at change as a negative thing. Change is good. I agree with you. A lot of times it can be. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't quite work out. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but I mean, again, you learn from that. You know. So you made a mistake, and and you learn from it, you know. So that's why you shouldn't regret it. Don't regret it. You made a mistake. So if Jamal goes out and have 10 sacks and has a monster year, I mean, AJ can't regret it. I mean, it is what it is. He made the decision. You stick by your decision, and you learn from every mistake you make or anything positive. You learn, and that's what life's about. You know, people got to understand that.
All right, May 6th, East Village Tavern and Bowl, downtown San Diego. Shaun Phillips working with the After School All-Star Foundation. You can find more info at afterschoolallstars.org. What's the name of the event again? The Coca-Cola Stars and Stripes?
Extravaganza.
You'll be down there. A bunch of your teammates will be down there. Everybody's going to have a nice evening of bowling.
Of course, it'll be fun.
Shaun, we'll see you out in training camp. Thanks for a couple minutes.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Shaun, quickly, how's your off season gone so far? A lot of traveling?
Off season's good. I mean, a lot of traveling, a lot of work, a lot of family time. It's what we all should do. Spend time with the family, get some traveling done, and continue to work.
All right, and you're still as big on Twitter as ever. I see you all the time. Lakers games, corresponding with Charger fans, getting into people a little bit, but having a good time, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I live life. Again, I have my opinion, just like everybody else have their opinion, and I love to travel and do things and go to Laker games and go to fights, whatever it is. You know, I just believe you only live once, and if you get an opportunity to do something, you should take advantage of it.
And now you've been one of my favorite people to cover and to talk to on the radio show, because you always say what's on your mind. And now you know, and you're one of the bigger tweeters out there. I mean, you have over 350,000 followers out there. But there are times when you engage fans. I mean, fans, they told you it was on their mind after the playoff loss. How much do you must obviously you enjoy tweeting, because you're one of the biggest tweeters in the NFL.
Of course I enjoy tweeting, and I enjoy hearing what the fans have to say, whether their likes or dislikes. The only people I dislike, and I don't even dislike them, I just block them, are people that say rude things. But if you have an opinion like, hey, Shaun, that was kind of dumb what you did, you know, like something like that, it's no problem. I can respond back, hey, sorry, I tried my best. But if you like, you know, say something negative, like, I hate the Chargers and you suck, then I just say my little smart comment back and I block them.
You block them?
Nothing back. So, I mean, I get a kick out of blocking people. That's probably my most fun thing on Twitter.
You have to do that sometimes. But she also, I follow you as well, and I see you engaging with the Khloe Kardashians and the Reggie Bushes and a lot of celebrities out there. Are these your friends, or does it help you to network with other people, to look at life after football as well?
Anybody I follow on Twitter is my friend. I mean, like, I wouldn't follow nobody I don't know. I mean, Ricky Smiley's probably the only person I follow that I don't know, and I just start following him because another one of my friends asked me to follow him. But I mean, everyone on there I talk to, I kind of know. I mean, I could talk to them on the cell phone if I want, but it just so happened you read something on Twitter, so you'll hit them up like da-da-da-da-da, or say whatever, you know?
All right, and you're a huge world traveler. It's London, Wimbledon, wherever. What are your plans for this year? Where are you going to go?
I got a trip to Ibiza coming up, so that's my, Spain is my next venture, so I'm keeping my dates hidden because I don't want people to follow me.
All right, now you're a huge NBA fan. You're a huge Lakers fan. Any advice for your boys? They're struggling.
Phil Jackson got 10 rings for a reason, so I'm sure he'll come up with something to